Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some exciting news. We are buying my childhood home and we are moving in. So this is a moving vlog. I'm standing in our new bedroom. You can see there's paint samples on the wall. Movers are coming tomorrow, so it's gonna be chaos, but I'm gonna take you along for the whole thing. Okay, I'm in my childhood home. This is so weird that it's completely empty. I have not seen it empty since they built it when I was like 4. I'm just running through the rooms quickly so you can see kind of an empty house tour, and then later in the video, once we have a little bit of stuff, I'm going to go through the entire house and share what our plans are and kind of where we're at now. I'm going to show you bits of packing in this video, but honestly, I didn't film a lot of it just because it's been complete chaos trying to pack with Theo and also just doing it in every single second that we had free. Bracky?
Yep, pink for you.
Thanks.
Mama, I want to do the thing we were going to do. The thing that you asked a bunch of stuff to me. My name is Theo. My favorite color is rainbow and yellow. When I grow up, I will be a construction worker. I'm 4. Mama, please. You're a princess.
I am? Wow, yeah.
Do you want to see this one? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kitchen is empty.
No, not really empty because stuff was mixed up.
Yeah.
The coolest hammer I've ever seen. This was the hammer.
It's not a hammer though, is it? Not gonna lie, I cried while I took the video clips of this room. This is my last look at Theo's room in our old house, and his nursery, his first room that was ever his, is just so sad, although I know it's for a good reason. It was just hit me emotionally. Last look at furniture in this room. This room is quite the mess. All of the furniture is ready to go and tagged for the rooms. All of our boxes. Hey, what's today?
Moving day.
Theo's room is all packed up.
I'm scared of.
This room, we're not taking the closet unit yet, but we are taking the dresser and stuff. Okay, we are officially moved in. I'm gonna take you around the house for a very, very messy where we're at update. And then I'm also just gonna share kind of our preliminary ideas of what we're doing. We don't have set ideas for every room yet, but there are some projects that we have underway or that contracts are signed that will start underway soon. So I'm just gonna share kind of like the initial things, but then there's, I'm sure, a million other things that we will do as time goes on. But for now, let me take you on a little home tour. A very, very messy, not fully moved in and organized yet home tour. This is the kitchen, obviously. We are somewhat organized in here. We have all of our dishes put away, our glassware, some of Theo's stuff. I've been wanting him to have a little bit more independence when it comes to just, you know, getting things like get water, grab a cup or a plate or whatever. And so it's nice that we have that drawer that he can now reach and get stuff for himself and like gain independence. This kitchen is much larger than our last kitchen. So we've been adding in a few extra organizers. Like our last drawer ended here. So now we have room for more stuff in all the drawers. I really love that the garbage and the recycling is in a drawer like this. It's nice that it's not sitting out in the actual like separate. We had two separate containers in the last kitchen. It just takes up a bunch of floor space. So that's nice that we don't have that anymore. These are stools from the last house, obviously. We have not been replacing furniture yet. And then this is pantry. Over here we have a half bath. So definitely need to finish organizing that. I think that box has a bunch of the medicine in it and like vitamins and stuff. So I have to put all that stuff away. This is the dining room. Obviously, this is our old table. It is very small for this space. It's also a high top table, which doesn't really fit in this area. At the last house, we had tall ceilings in the dining room. We obviously don't have that here, and then the light hangs down here. So, and the table is just much too small for obviously what we want. But for now, until we know exactly what we want to do, we don't want to buy a new table just to get rid of it. Here is the very messy living room. Before I get too far in this, I'm gonna say our first project is the floors. We're replacing the floors through the entire house. So the floors that I'm standing on right now, this is like a porcelain tile that looks like wood. That's being replaced. All of it is going to be the same flooring. So we'll have the same flooring throughout this floor and upstairs. So when you see carpet, like the carpet upstairs is the original carpet, everything is going to match, and that is happening in a few weeks. So we're trying to like move in, and then we'll have to play musical rooms for a week while they do the different rooms of flooring. That being said, here is the living room. This carpet will also obviously be replaced. And then we just kept the rug for now. We'll probably get a new rug at some point, but this is the rug that was in the living room. We didn't want to get rid of it because we'll need a rug, obviously. Couch is in here. We are redoing the fireplace. The fireplace is a project that we're having a hard time finding contractors for. So we kind of know what we want. We're not 100% sure, but we want to convert it from a regular fireplace to a gas fireplace. So, and then we also want to change the aesthetic of it. So we are in the process of figuring out exactly what that looks like. But that will change. And because it'll change the footprint of the flooring, we're going to tear out the bottom stones so that they can replace the flooring and put flooring there. And then we'll figure out the fireplace. Hopefully within like the next month or so, we'll be able to do that, because then we obviously want to be able to paint in here and just finish this room. We're also going to lower the mantle. Right now, the mantle is pretty high to put the TV on. The TV is obviously sitting on the floor. So we're going to lower the mantle. We'll probably make the footprint of the fireplace a little bit smaller and make it a little bit more narrow and just brighten it up and modernize it. So that's a project we know that we're doing, but we don't have like the final details of it yet. This is Theo's playroom. It's been cleaned up 100 times, but you know how that goes. We are going to paint in here. I think it's kind of obvious because there's patches everywhere. We'll be painting all the rooms, but so far I like how it's turning out. There are certainly some things that we want to change, but we just brought the toy storage that we had at our old house. We brought the rug. Everything we're just making do until we can make some long-term decisions and just kind of live with everything. So we didn't want to make like rash decisions and then regret what we got. But I think that his room, he's happy with it. My number one goal on moving day was to get his bedroom and his playroom set up, and that happened. So I'm a happy girl about that. But we will paint in here, and then obviously it'll get new flooring. And at some point we will get some sort of a different toy storage solution. I want to hang, I got some of those, I don't know where they are right now, but some of those picture frames that you can open them up and then put kids' art in them, and then they just close, so you can swap out their art all the time. I have some of those that we're going to hang on the wall so that we can obviously like always put his new artwork on the wall. I think that will make it feel really just personal to him, which is important to me. This is the staircase, which we are replacing as well. So this is the original staircase. And the vision for the staircase is modernizing it. We're going to have very simple balusters. We're squaring off the steps. The top of the step will match the flooring, and then the risers will be white. So I think it's going to be a really nice, clean look. The handrail is going to be just like a simple rectangle. So everything's going to be really, really simple and modern. I'm very excited about it. The stair project is happening at the same time as the flooring. So the two companies work together, and then they like stain, the flooring company will stain the stairs for the stair guy so that everything matches really appropriately. It'll all come together. It's probably gonna be absolute chaos for that week, but then after that, hopefully everything will feel a little bit more settled. All right, let's go upstairs. This hallway has more carpet that will be replaced. We've got some closets that have nothing in them right now. This is my office / it'll be the workout room. This room has a nice big closet, which I'm excited for. I have not had a closet in my office before. At our last house, we had all of the workout equipment in the basement, and then Theo and I had a half office, half playroom that we shared. So now I'm sharing the office with the workout room, and then Theo has his own playroom. But this storage cabinet is where basically all of my stuff went, and it's hard to keep a really nice, clean workspace when that's all the storage you have, and you have like a bunch of filming stuff and jewelry stuff, and it's just a lot. So I'm excited to have the closet. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm always out of breath if I'm talking, especially like walking around and going up the stairs. This is actually the room that I shared with my sister when we were kids. This is complete with the 90s wallpaper that we had, the pink carpet. So again, the flooring will be replaced. We're gonna take the wallpaper off the walls and paint in here, obviously. I'll add a rug. We will move everything around. Right now, the treadmill and everything just has to stay there until we get the flooring done, because we didn't want to put it together. You can't fit it out the doorway. So we had to keep it on wheels so that we can wheel it out and back in when they're done with the flooring in here. So yeah, to a point, there's definitely things that we're not able to kind of get settled until the flooring is done. But already I'm so happy with this. I love that I'm sitting in front of big windows. I can see outside. It's gonna be nice to work in here. Here's Theo's room. Very messy right now. Every time we go to get dressed, we're looking for clothes in boxes, but his room is set up for now. I have painted this room already. I painted it last weekend, which was great. But yeah, this is all of the stuff that he had in his room at our last house. And then this is his closet. We will likely swap out or like put boards or something over the shelves just so they don't have the cracks. Like I couldn't put the books on here. I just put a cardboard box for now so that the books wouldn't fall through the cracks. But we still have like 3 boxes of books, which is crazy. I probably should have opened the curtains before I shared his room because now there's so much more light in here. But his room I'm really happy with. I don't know if I showed you, let me turn you around. So you can see that the trim is missing. We took the trim down because all of the trim upstairs is the original trim from when the house was built in 1991. So all of this is original trim and doors. We've gotten a couple of quotes for replacing all of the trim and the door jambs and the doors and the hardware for the doors. So we're figuring out what we're gonna do with that. So his room has no molding right now since we took it off so we could paint. And then obviously when they redo the flooring, as of now, they're planning on just putting floor molding in or base molding, but then that wouldn't match the window molding or the door casings. It's like a whole thing where it's a snowball effect when you start working on a house because it's like, where do you stop? And that's the phase that we're in with this, where it's like, we're redoing the floor, but then that molding has to be done, but then it affects the casings of the doors. And then do you want to just replace the doors when you're already in there so that they match the new molding? So that's probably what we're going to end up doing, is just doing a big project of all of these things and then being done with it. We also have his new bed and furniture picked out for his big boy room, which is going to be dinosaur themed, but we have not purchased any of it yet because we're getting the flooring and we don't want to have to take apart a big bed. The crib is easy to take apart and put back together. Plus it's a bed that he's used to. So for now, he's sleeping in this for the next few weeks. And then once the flooring goes in, then he'll get his new stuff and all of this furniture will move to the future nursery. I'm basically just going to copy and paste the nursery and call it good. I think that I forgot to mention, I'm not sure now, that Theo's room is my old room. Once my sister and I stopped sharing a room when I was in like 5th grade, this was my room until I moved out. So now Theo is in my old room, which is really cute. This is very echoing here, but this was my sister's old room once we got our own rooms, and this will be the nursery. So this closet unit we are taking out, replacing the floors to match, and obviously painting and stuff. I am excited for this to be the nursery and to kind of like give this room new life. But yeah, there's literally nothing in it because all the furniture from Theo's room right now will be moved into here. This is the kids' bathroom. Got the shower tub. My parents just left this for now. All of this is what was here when they built it. This room would get the new molding and doors, paint, and then at some point, not right now, we will redo the bathroom. That's gonna be an expensive project that we're not putting it on our plate right now. The flooring, the doors, the molding, and the fireplace are enough for now, especially before we have this baby. So this bathroom will wait for another time, but we do have plans in the future to renovate this bathroom. Here's the laundry room. Again, this is a room that we will likely renovate at some point. That point is not today. And honestly, the things that we would do would just be swapping out the flooring. We'll put some tile in. Right now it's just linoleum, and then probably paint. But other than that, it's a laundry room. We'll probably maybe like add shelves or something back here. I don't know, but it's not a project that we're gonna be doing anytime soon. And then this is our room. This is like the messiest room right now. We have obviously been trying to get the common spaces set up first. This is the dresser that I had in my dressing room. So that moved in here for now. Obviously, carpet will be replaced, molding and doors will be replaced. This is the vanity that I had in my dressing room along with the mirror. This is a cute little Build-A-Bear that Theo made me for Christmas. He wanted me to have it because pink is my favorite color, and he said this sweater reminds him of a sweater that I have. I have strict instructions to cuddle with it every night. So it lives up here by my bed. It's usually in the bed with me because if he ever comes in here, he likes to verify that I am indeed cuddling with it every night. Here is our closet, obviously a complete disaster. And on my side of the closet, because we're redoing the flooring, I'll have to take out this shelf right here, which this shelf connects to my hanging side. For better or for worse, I don't have a lot of clothes that fit me right now because I'm pregnant. So I'm not really planning on unpacking that many clothes, and I'm just not gonna hang anything up right now. I'm just gonna take up some of the dresser and call it good. And once we get flooring in, we'll figure out what we're gonna do with that. My closet unit from my dressing room is a 1/2 inch too big to fit in there. So we're gonna have to figure out something else. We would love to do some sort of built-ins, but again, that is a project for not today. Lastly, this is our bathroom. We're mostly unpacked in here. There's still a couple of things to do. And again, this is a bathroom that we will remodel at some point. That point is not today. It has a lot of room, although this is like the 90s jet tub and this is the original bathroom that has not been updated. It is a large bathroom, and so we'll be able to remodel it however we want. But again, just another project that is not important for us to do today. It is so incredibly weird seeing this house empty. Also, this is now my new view from my office. Not bad. All right, that is everything for part 1 of this series. Stay tuned for our renovations that we're doing and all of the other stuff that I'm sure we'll get into very, very soon. All right, I will see you in my next video. Bye.